Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today. We are going to find out what Pluto wants us to know. Pluto signifies transformation, depth, intensity, and power, often associated with the underworld and hidden aspects of life. It represents primal instincts, cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, and compels individuals to confront their deepest fears and desires, leading to profound change and regeneration. So some themes are transformation, power, death, rebirth, evolution, compulsion, and regeneration. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So think about what sign Pluto was in when you were born. For me, it was Libra. Now, some tarot cards that are associated with Pluto is Judgment, literally ruled by Pluto. Death, the energy of Scorpio. The Tower, the energy of Mars. And also the Moon, the High Priestess, and the Hermit can be associated with Pluto as well. So, all right, please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a bit of a challenge, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. Whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, if you would like to purchase something from my wish list like a candle or a card deck, something for my household, something for my fur babies, or if you would just like to make a donation, that can all be found in that description box down below. So make sure you check that out. So all right, Judgment, it is fire. Fire is the power of taking action. It is ruled by Pluto. It is a number 20, which reduces to 2, and 2 is about balancing polarities. If you are asking a question, it is a yes answer. Now upright, it is rebirth, action, renewal, judgment, inner calling, absolution, forgiveness, and awakening. But on the flip side, like Pluto in retrograde, it can be indecision, false judgment, self-doubt, destruction, inner critic, and lack of self-awareness. So ew. All right, up next we have death. Death is water. Water is the power of our emotions. It is the energy of Scorpio. It is a 13, which reduces to 4, which is about control and organization. If you are asking a question, it is a no as an answer. Now upright, it is endings, new beginnings, change, transformation, transition, end of cycle. On the flip side, it is resistance to change, fear of change, holding on, stagnation, personal transformation. And then we have the Tower, which is also fire, the power of taking action. It is ruled by Mars. It is a 16, which reduces to 7, which is about change and options. If you are asking a question, it is another no as an answer. So upright, it is shaken foundations, revelation, unwanted change, upheaval, disaster, violence, and chaos. On the flip side, like Mars in retrograde, it is fear of changes, averting disaster, stormy time, restlessness, and collapse. So, you know, whatever is falling away, let it, whether it's a person, place, or thing, let it go, you guys. All right, let's get some crystal visions tarot. Let's see what else Pluto wants us to know here. All right. We have Justice coming in, the energy of Libra. So Judgment and Justice. We have the Three of Cups coming in. Right. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Moon, which is one of the cards to describe Pluto. And the Three of Wands coming in. So, all right, let's see what we need to know here. First up with Justice. Justice is on our side. So Libra energy here. So justice represents fairness, honesty, and acting in an ethical manner. It means weighing all sides before making important decisions. Slow down, take your time. It also means being accountable and taking responsibility for your own actions. Now, justice is shown with the sword. I call it the sword of truth, and scales, traditional symbols of justice. She is standing here balancing on these loose rocks above a river of truth, which represents the fine balance it takes to find the truth. Even though events in our life may seem unjust, there is a divine order to the universe. The universe will tip the scales to balance, you guys. It balances things back out. But on the flip side, it can indicate some kind of injustice. You know, perhaps a person has not been, you know, completely honest about an issue, or has made or been subject to a rash decision based on selfishness or even bias. So all right, Three of Cups coming in. Cups is water. Water is the power of our emotions. Justice is Libra. Libra is air. So the power of the mind. So Three of Cups. Now this is representing a celebration of some kind. It represents friendships, social invitations. It could be pregnancy or a birth. It also represents an accomplishment, good fortune, or a connection with others. It's all about happiness, sharing, reflection, love, and abundance. They are all themes of the Three of Cups. It is showing us these three maidens sitting by the water, each with a cup in hand. They are sharing a moment together, enjoying each other's company. Sometimes we just need to get together with other people. On the flip side, it can signify overindulgence, especially with alcohol or drugs, a lack of self control. It could be an attempt to escape from the unpleasant aspects of one's life. However, self-destruction and avoidance will only make problems worse in the long run. Boy, is that the truth. We have the Two of Swords. Swords is air. Air is the power of the mind. And I do believe we have all of the elements here. So we got fire, we got water, we got air. Nope, we don't have earth. So we almost had it. I do that every stinking time. I get so excited about having all the elements, and then it's like, nope, just kidding. Nix that blooper reel. All right, the Two of Swords represents reaching an impasse or a stalemate. Now, the woman pictured here is calm and stable-minded, as portrayed by her balanced swords. She's refusing to see the problem at hand, therefore she's avoiding making a decision. But that is still a decision, that is still a choice to do that. The two ravens here fly in opposite directions, signifying the two different paths she is facing, and she's not wanting to look at it. But on the flip side, it can indicate that a difficult situation or relationship has been resolved and or a difficult decision has been made. The fog of uncertainty has cleared and the impasse has lifted. Ooh, okay. We also have the moon showing up. It is the energy of Pisces. So this is a card of dreams, the subconscious, psychic abilities, and intuition. It portrays the moon goddess standing before the thinly veiled portal of our subconscious. She is beckoning us to find our inner voice and reach higher levels of enlightenment. Now, the moon does not fully illuminate our path like the sun does, so we must rely on instinct to find our way. Trust your intuition. Representing our wild nature, wolves stand in a field of moonflowers, baying at the moon above. Much like the phases of the moon, our emotions are changeable and dictated by our subconscious motivations. We must face our past fears head on in order to continue on our journey. Now, on the flip side, it can indicate severely repressed emotions or unhealthy motives. Again, kind of like the Three of Cups, abuse of substances in order to numb the pain instead of dealing with tough issues may also be a factor. It can also refer to bad energy or a psychic attack against a person in question, if you're asking about a person or even your own self. So all right, this Three of Wands here. Wands is fire. Fire is the power of taking action. Now, this is the card of exploration, adventure, visionaries, endless possibilities, and foresight. It can indicate business partnership as well as leadership. Now, the woman here looks out at the horizon as her crystal catches the light of the sun. We can see the beams here. She waits to see what rewards will come after she has invested her time, her diligence, and her passion. Now, on the flip side, it can represent setbacks and snags in one's creative process or business venture. It can signify a creative block or a temporary shift in your progress. So, ooh, okay. Let's get some spell casting oracle cards here. Let's see what else you need to know here for Pluto. We have friendship coming in, you know, that Three of Cups energy right there. We have courage. Look at that lion, Leo energy, fire. You know, it takes a whole lot of inner strength, you guys. All right, one more. Let's see. That's too many, but let's see. I'm drawn to protection here. So, all right. Thank you, Spirit. So, let's start with friendship here. Friendship. So, some magical meanings. Someone is trying to reach out to you. You've underestimated somebody's loyalty. Let go and trust. Confide in someone you can trust, and your soul partner has arrived. We all need friends, and a good friend is a rare jewel that's sometimes hard to come by. But you have been encouraged that you already have this. Ivy, quit, baby. Sorry, I had to tell my dog to quit. She's shaking the whole table. All right, we have courage, some magical meanings. Your fears relate to a past life. Your sensitivity is compromised by another's phobia. Understanding is key to healing. You're safe and protected. Your extreme aversion to something that's plagued you for most of your life is causing you to become irrational. So, you know, you have to dig into your inner courage, your inner wisdom, your inner light even. And then we have protection, magical meanings. Place your trust in the pentagram. You need to be grounded. Surround yourself with the positive energy of others by imagining a circle of white light around you. It's time to retreat simply and quietly, kind of like the hermit, from a situation. So protect yourself. Get your strong, healthy boundaries in place. Dig deep into your inner fire, your inner courage. And you have a spirit tribe. And look, it feels like, I feel like these people, and you know, the power of three, right, you guys? But also, like, this isn't the first lifetime you have been committed to be loyal friends to one another. All right, let's get a crystal wisdom mini deck message here. Let's see what else Pluto wants us to know here. What else, Pluto? So we have chrysotile for power animal. My power animal, and maybe it is a lion, supports, guides, and loves me throughout my life. Yes, love it. My power animal supports, guides, and loves me throughout my life. I also just got a flash of a bear, and you know, it could be a wolf even as well. Wolf, birds, you know, there's a lion there as well. So could be a butterfly. I see that. So, you know, literally could be anything here, you guys. So, all right, Spirit Tribe, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button. Hit it with a razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you, and I'm very grateful and thankful to each and every single one of you. So, you know, life is all about cycles. We live, we die, there's rebirth, there's new beginnings, there are things ending. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't stay in your ivory tower. You know, eventually you're going to be shook out of there. The moon wants you to trust your intuition. And, you know, you have to take the blindfold off. Tap into your courage. You are blessed. You are protected. Get together with your loyal, trustful friends. Lady Justice is on your side. Sometimes we have to watch and wait to see what's going to happen once we have, you know, put our time, our effort, our energy into something. And, you know, it's worth the wait is what I'm hearing here, you guys. You are going to know when to act, how to act, where to act, you know, all of that information. You're going to know that you know that you know. And your power animal supports, guides, and loves you throughout your entire life. You are blessed and protected abundantly, you guys. So, all right, Spirit Tribe, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.